Trauma and coping mechanisms are closely connected, but they are not the same. You know, trauma is the wound, and coping mechanisms are the ways that the mind and body learn to survive that wound. Uh, Understanding the difference is key to healing, because what once protected you can later limit you. You know, trauma is not just what happened, it is how the experience was processed, or not processed in your system. It can come from overwhelming events or even prolonged stress, leaving the nervous system stuck in patterns of fear, hypervigilance, or shutdown. Now, coping mechanisms develop in response to this. There are strategies the mind and body use to manage pain, to reduce stress, or to regain a sense of control. You know, some are conscious, like seeking support or even journaling, eh, while others are automatic, like avoidance, people pleasing, emotional numbing, or overworking. You know, now at first, coping mechanisms are adaptive. They help you survive when you do not yet have the capacity to process the trauma fully. The problem arises when these mechanisms become permanent. What once protected you starts shaping your behavior in situations where it is no longer necessary. Like for example, avoiding conflict may have once kept you safe, but later it may prevent healthy communication. You know, psychologically, trauma imprints patterns in the nervous system, and coping mechanism becomes the brain's way of managing those patterns. Over time, these responses become habitual. The brain prefers familiarity, even if it is limiting. You know, healing involves recognizing these patterns and updating them. This does not mean removing coping mechanisms entirely, but transforming them. Instead of avoidance, you develop regulation. Instead of suppression, you build expression. Awareness is the first step. Seeing the difference between what is happening now and what is a response from the past. You know, spiritually, trauma can be seen as a fragmentation of experience, while healing is a return to wholeness. Coping mechanisms are attempts to hold yourself together when something felt too much. But true growth involves integrating those parts rather than avoiding them. You know, compassion becomes essential, and that is understanding that your coping strategies were once necessary, even if they are no longer aligned with who you are becoming. You know, in short, trauma is the wound, and coping mechanisms are the survival responses to it. Mhm. They serve a purpose, but they are not meant to define you forever. You know, healing comes from recognizing, understanding, and transforming these patterns, allowing you to respond to life from the present rather than from the past pain. You know, may people heal. Hmm? Heal.